You're listening to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast with your hosts, Chad and Dale.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. I'm Chad.
I'm Dale.
The Leafs do what the Leafs do. They have a chance to eliminate someone and they don't show up and they lose. And now we have a game 6 in Ottawa on Thursday night.
Yep, and we all know how that's going to fucking go. What was the final? 4-0?
4-0.
Was it 4-0? Brady Tkachuk, the empty netter. That was the end of it because I turned it off.
Half the building left after the first empty netter.
Getting booed off the ice, home ice in the playoffs. When's the last time you've seen that? I'm not talking just Leafs here, Chad. Can you think of a team in the playoffs? When's the last time you can think of a home team getting booed off the ice in a fucking playoff game? I can't recall. Can you?
No.
I can't recall it. I literally cannot recall it. These guys, look. Two ways we can go here. Half glass full, half glass empty.
Dude,
right now, there's literally smoke blowing out of my fucking ears how hot I am on this. So I don't see the optimism. I don't see the fucking belief. I'm sorry. I don't know how hard you want to take it here tonight, but I'm probably going to take it a little hard. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't go easy on these fucking guys right now. No. I just can't do it.
Dude, the 1-13 in elimination games.
What does that tells you everything. That tells you everything. All you need to know is that one fucking stat right there. That's it. That's it. What else do you need to fucking know about these guys? The core fucking guys on this team. What else do you need to know?
I felt like tonight I was watching a regular season game on a Tuesday night.
Oh, fuck.
That's how this team rolled into the barn.
Ottawa didn't play great.
No.
And we still found a way to fucking lose, the Leafs.
Ottawa tightened up their defense, whatever. The Leafs didn't lose to Ottawa tonight. The Leafs got beat by themselves, like they always do in these elimination games. They beat themselves.
Look, you know what the script's going to be here. I can't even turn on when we're done here. I'm not even going to be able to turn on post-game coverage of these guys speaking to the media because you know as well as I do what the fucking script's going to be. It's going to be all marked. It's going to be all marked. We know it. It's going to be okay.
For a goalie to steal a game, you got to test him a little bit.
That's what I was just
fucking soft shots from the point and from the outside.
Were they in his face? Were they in the blue paint? Did you see any of that? No. It's not all mark. Sorry, folks. It's not. Oh, don't worry about it. All mark fucking stole it. No.
Like I said, they beat themselves. How many times tonight did you jump out of your seat and be like, "Oh, they almost had a goal"? Maybe 3.
No, I don't think
it was Lorentz breakaway, the 2-0. Matthews hit the post in an open net. What is going on with Matthews? He buries those shots 99 out of 100 times, but he hit the post in the 4-minute power play in the last game, and then he hit the post tonight.
99% out of 100 times. Not this season.
No,
sorry. The 34 of old, maybe. Not this current fucking cat right here. Look, this has been thrown around for years. I don't even know who was the original one to say this. Was it Shanny? Killer instinct. Was it Shanny, the original one to bring that up at locker cleanup a couple of years ago? Clean out day, whatever. 0 killer instinct. 0 absolute goose egg by the blue and white team. Killer instinct. They should have won this fucking series on Saturday night. Let's be fucking real serious about this. They should have wrapped this big. You got a chance to wrap. It's the Ottawa Senators. We're not playing Florida yet. And if that happens, guess how that's going to fucking go? If the Leafs find a way to squeak through here, which I'm thinking is less likely each fucking game, how do you think it's going to go against the fucking Florida Panthers, folks? Let's get fucking serious. They have no chance. They have no fucking chance.
I've been watching the Tampa Florida series, and I'm the fact that you're playing the Ottawa Senators right now is such a gift. It's such a gift.
And they're blowing this.
They're blowing it. They're letting it slip through their fingers. I mean, let's be real here, man. If you don't win those overtime games, you're done. Ottawa's already beaten you.
Series is over. The Panthers look to me like I miscalculated the Florida Panthers. I really did. They look to me like they're ready to win another one. Who's gonna beat let's just quickly. Who the fuck is gonna beat the Florida Panthers in a 7-game series in the Eastern Conference? Maybe if they get to the final, it could Dallas or Colorado or Vegas or I don't know, whatever, LA, Edmonton. We'll see. Is there a team in the East right now that's beaten the Panthers the way they're playing in a 7-game series? I don't see it.
No,
I don't see it.
And it's definitely not the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Not a goddamn chance.
And it's not the Ottawa Senators either. If they manage to pull the series off in a 7, they will get blown out of the water by the Florida Panthers.
4 straight. Done. Absolutely fucking done. So anyway, Florida, whatever. Like, they're rolling. They look like the beasts from the East, and that they are, the juggernaut that they are. Want to talk about flicking a switch. Florida Panthers are like, oh yeah, Tampa? Watch this. Check this out. Let's see what's up. Anyway, zero killer instinct. The series has turned, has it not? Has the series turned? Am I being too glass half empty here? Or like, where are you? I don't have the optimism. I don't have the belief in these guys. How the fuck could you? Where are you at on this? Has this series turned, or am I reading it wrong?
Like, do you mean it's turned? Okay. Because it's 3-2.
They're in their own head. They're in their own head now, Chad. Yeah, that's not a good spot to be.
Because it's 3-2 and they've lost 2 in a row. It's really hard to lose 4 in a row. Well,
if one team could find a way to do it.
Definitely the Leafs. I mean, it'd be the leafiest thing you could do to blow a 3-0 lead to the Ottawa Senators.
Oh, yeah.
But I think what's happened now is all their demons from the past, the 1-13, the seed's been planted that it's going to happen again.
Oh God,
they are gripping their sticks so tight out there. It's ridiculous. They can't even make a clean pass. Like the team from games 1, 2, and 3, where are they? Where are they, man?
The later it goes, usually, the harder it gets. I don't really see it that way here. Like they could have won on Saturday night. They could have won tonight if they would have played the way that a fucking growing men hockey team in the NHL is supposed to fucking play. These guys don't want to fucking do that. They are not interested at all. They're just like so nonchalant. It's just like, okay, maybe we'll get them with a couple like crisp passes or in the ozone, or like maybe we'll get them with a little tic-tac-toe here. The big guys will show up. Like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. They're beating themselves.
10 years, Chad. 10 years of this. Like, this isn't, I don't feel like, I am blowing a gasket here, but I don't feel like this is an overreaction because I've been watching this for 10 fucking years. 10 years. Oh my God.
Do you think that Berube, like, this is Berube's first look at what we've seen for 10 years? Like, this is his first up close look at what this team does. Do you think he has anything in his bag of tricks?
No.
To mentally break these guys?
Absolutely not.
So you think they're going to come out in game 6 and it's going to be kind of the same thing? They're going to be skittish. This has been their problem in all the elimination games. They can't fucking score. Like, you pay all these guys all this money. Yeah, games 1, 2, 3, they'll put points on the board. But it's time for elimination. It's time to put a team away. They don't show up.
Okay, I want to get to back to the not scoring thing in a second, but just because you mentioned Berube, like I had him in my notes, let's go there first. Where's Berube on this, man? So where do you think
this is his first look at it?
So okay, but it's not a good look. So what do you like? But where do you think he's at on this? Like, what between the second and the third period when they were only down 1-0 and they still had a fucking chance to come back? What the fuck? Like, I'm sure he would have. Like,
he's going to come out. He's going to come out and he's going to say, we played a good game. No, we held them to only 20 shots.
Okay.
But I think
that's the wrong message, dude. If that's the way that's the wrong message.
No, that's what he's going to say to the media. That's what you're going to hear.
Message.
Let me finish my fucking point.
Story.
Jesus Christ.
Story.
That's what he's going to say to the media, but behind closed doors, that's not what he's going to say to the team.
So he's going to lie to the media.
He's going to come out. He's going to keep it all positive. You know, he's not going to start a fucking fire.
But
he's not going to come out.
Why not?
What is he going to come out and be like, well, these guys are
Be
brutal.
honest. No, but just be honest. Don't say we played a good game. We should have had him. No. Be honest. Like, don't come out and say,
the most honest he would be is like, oh, we were gripping our sticks a little tight and we'll get back at it in Ottawa. Like, it's going to be so nonchalant. But behind closed doors, is he going to do something different that Keefe couldn't do, that, you know, that breaks the mental block these guys have? Because when they step on the ice in the elimination game, they shit their pants every time.
I don't think so. I don't think so. What do you think? What do you think?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We've never seen it before. This is Berube's first shot at this
with him, but we have seen
1 in 13 and one bounce off a skate in a Tampa series. They might be 0 and 14. Like, you don't know, or 0 and 15.
We have seen it many times with the dancers on the ice. Okay, the new guy behind the bench, great. That's all great. Do you think there's anything Craig Berube can do to fucking fix this? I don't see it, man.
He could tweak the lineup. He could stop putting Holmberg on the second line.
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
He could break up Matthews and Marner. Like, he could do something crazy.
I could see the Holmberg thing. I could see that. McMahon has been an absolute dog in this series. He probably would have been better.
He could take some guys out.
Sure. But the Matthews Marner thing, I don't see that happening. I don't think Berube's, that's a Sheldon Keefe playbook thing. I don't think Berube's going to do that personally. I don't. They're still up 4-2, okay? Or sorry, 3-2. 3-2.
We hope 4-2. We hope 4-2.
But I'm getting to a point now where I'm like, I don't even care. Because, like, even if they win, we know what's coming next. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, it'll be the most epic losses, or the most epic loss of the all-time epic losses, and there's been fucking many. There's been many. Columbus, Montreal, like, the list goes on.
This is the one that they haven't done.
This is the one that
they've blown 3-1. They've blown 3-2. They've never blown a 3-0 lead.
It's right around the corner. By Saturday night, it's over one way or the other. So we'll see which way this ends up going.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Crazy. Ottawa's only 2 wins away from knocking out the Leafs, and the Leafs just need one. But it's like I said, it's really hard to lose 4 in a row. You can lose 2 in a row, but
the last one's the hardest to get. That's been the narrative, right? The last one's the hardest to get. Yeah, well, no kidding. But maybe
you try a little bit.
Yeah, maybe if you like showed up and gave a fuck about wanting to end it, that might be like, oh, it's not the hard. Like, the Sens are basically leaving it right there for you. It's like, here, take it. Like,
the Sens are playing good defense. Like, tonight, they were really blocking out. They had like 5 guys back in the zone.
Okay.
But what it tells me is like, they just don't want to do that extra work. You know, like, I'm looking at Marner tonight, and he gets hit by the goalie. He gets bumped off. He draws a penalty or whatever, but he's constantly looking at the refs. Like, he
didn't even draw, like, really, Greg fucking like basically assaulted him.
Yeah, I know. But again, instead of getting up and doing something to Ridley Gregg, he stares at the ref and yaps at the ref. I would like to see it where you're like, I don't give a shit what the refs are going to call. I'm taking this puck and I'm fucking putting it in the back of the net. But they don't have that. They don't have that killer instinct. Nyes has it.
Nyes takes the first Leafs penalty of the game, which I thought was kind of a soft call as well. But anyway, as that penalty was about to play out, and who was it? I think it was Pinto that was skating at him. Nyes already knew he was getting called. Pinto skating right at him. What does Nyes do? Cross check right to the fucking to the chest. Knocks Pinto right on his fucking ass.
He didn't even cross check him.
Just right on his ass, right?
Yeah.
Mitch now looking at the ref. Austin looking at the ref, looking for a call. Get in their grill, get in their fucking face. Play off hockey. How for a change? How about that? Yeah. Like you said, this felt like a fuck. What did you say?
Felt like a Tuesday night regular season game from 100? Puck drop.
Yep.
Like, even, I don't know, just the building was pretty loud when they took the ice, but just the way they played. They played like it didn't matter if they got the points tonight. They had another game coming up. It's like, I don't know. It was like the 4-minute power play last game. Why is your mentality, we got lots of time? Like, why is your mentality not, let's just fucking end this now?
End it. Like,
they're playing like they have 2 more games to play. They should come out and play like if we lose tonight, we're done. I don't know.
It's you're 100% right. And it's inching closer and closer to that by every fucking loss we go here. Like, I'm sorry. If they lose on fucking Thursday night, how do you think this thing plays out? I think we both know. You think they're going to fucking win game 7 at home? It's very unlikely.
It'll be like Montreal in 2021. Like, once they lost that game 6, they didn't even show up for game 7. Like, it was 3-1, right? Nylander scored with like a minute left. It was over.
There's too many mental hurdles for these guys to jump over. If they lose in Ottawa on Thursday night, I think it's over. Like, is there a chance that they can show up on Thursday and win? Of course. Is there a chance if Ottawa wins, the Leafs could still beat them on Saturday night? Well, yes, of course there's a chance. But just the way it's trending, the way it's projecting, back to the, okay, you mentioned about, like, here we go again with, you can't score a fucking goal. So now the power play is dried up again. So now we're back to the power play was looking awesome. Didn't look terrible. They didn't get one to go. But
the first power play looked lethal.
Sure.
Like 6 shots in a minute.
Sure.
And had they played out that whole 2 minutes, they might have scored on that power play.
Okay. That's when Nyes took the penalty. Yeah.
But other than that, the rest of the power plays they got tonight, I mean, they gave up a shorthanded goal. It hasn't been good.
Okay, like, just back to the not being able to score thing here all of a sudden, going back to the last game. Well, they did come back last game, but all of a sudden here we're as we get deeper in the series, we're back to not a good place of, like, they're not able to score. 34, 16, 88 in elimination games. Can't put the puck in the fucking net.
Yeah.
So, like, Matthews, 2-on-1, like, doesn't even hit the net. It goes back down the other way, and it's in the back of the Leafs net. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is about, like, not being able to score. Like, I think a lot of it is because, okay, take away that 2-on-1 where Matthews, he didn't even put it on net. Like, he fucking missed the
I think Allmark got a piece of it.
I thought he just missed high on blocker side.
I think Allmark got a piece of it.
Okay. I'll have to.
But either way, he's been doing it all series pretty much. Like, he has the one goal, but, like, where the highest paid player in the league and you can't bury it. He had an open net in the 4-minute power play in game 4, and he hit the post. Come on.
I know. Come on. You're 100% right. Like, it's not a good look when the top guys can't fucking get it done. Can you just find a fucking
you know what? Not even like had they come out tonight and just fucking took it to the Ottawa Senators, but Allmark stood on his head and you ended up losing 1-0 or 2-1 and it was a close game. You'd be like, play like that again. There's no way they can beat you 2 more games.
Sure.
But you come out and you just lay a fucking egg in an elimination game on home ice.
Yeah.
After you had a chance to beat them in Ottawa, you come back to Toronto and you do this. Yep. And then they're probably gonna be mad that the fans were booing or whatever. Well-deserved boo.
Oh,
well-deserved boo.
Fans were ready to see this team do something tonight that they haven't been able to do. And by the end of the game, I got a text from a buddy saying, like, oh, you know, the fans didn't seem that into it, whatever. I'm like, well, why the fuck? What should they be, or would they be? Like, why would you have any belief in these? Like
as
what
much as the seed is planted in the heads of the Leafs, that the seed of doubt, it's planted in the fans too. The second they lost game 4 in overtime, we all felt it. We can say how calm we were. We're gonna be like, oh, whatever, they'll get them in 5 or whatever. I felt it. I was like, they're gonna blow this series.
Oh,
like,
yeah, of course.
I didn't think it fully, but a part of me thought they could blow this series.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, 100%.
And now 100%. I really think that they could blow the series. So you want to know why the building's quiet? Is because, like you said, for 10 years, you've done this. How many times can you slap me in the face before I just fucking realize you're going to slap me in the face again?
Why would the fans have any belief in this fucking hockey team? Why? Why the fuck would you? Like, you kind of have to be a little crazy. Like, we still root for the team. We want to see them win. Obviously, I would like to see the fucking blue team win a cup before I fucking die.
And Thursday night, we're going to be watching. We're going to be hoping that they knock out the Sens and move on to the second round.
Of course.
We're not giving up on the team, but we're disappointed as shit.
Well, it's just rinse, wash, repeat, or wash, rinse, repeat, whatever. It's the same shit. It just doesn't seem to matter who they fucking play. It's Columbus, it's the Bruins, it's Montreal, it's Ottawa. Like this core, this reiteration of the fucking Toronto Maple Leafs, it doesn't matter who they play. Like to me, I'm just a couple quick things here.
Yeah,
they aren't serious about winning. They never have been. These core guys, they can't win. They don't know how to do it. They don't seem to take it seriously enough to get the fucking job done when it fucking matters. Tuesday night game in February, Tuesday night game in November, no problem. But when it fucking matters, they don't know how to win. Because
I don't know how.
My head now is fully in a place where it was there before, but now it's really getting back to a place of like the ghosts, the past ghosts. It's like, it's a real thing, man. You can't lose in the way this team consistently loses and not have your mental, just anything, be affected by it. Of course it's going to be affected by it. Like if you and I were on that team for every fucking loss they've had over the last 9 years, you like, what are we going to be sitting there in the room being like, okay, like we got it here, here. We could be saying that to each other, but I think deep down we both would be thinking, I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it's like
we've never been able to.
It's like if you were to go take a test, right? And you got it wrong 13 times, but you passed it once. I mean, eventually you'd probably just barely. You'd probably think, I can't, like, I don't know this shit. I just don't know it. Like I've tried so many times. And you said it perfect. I don't think that they're not trying to win. I don't think that they don't have the passion to win. You said it perfect. I don't think they know how to.
Oh, they don't.
They don't know how to amp their game to that next level like you see the other teams do. But maybe Berube has something cooking.
I don't see it. Here's a new one.
Do you think they could lose in 7?
Oh, 100 fucking
and
100%.
Could you imagine Berube's press conference after that?
No, I can't. Like what do you like? You have. He would probably like take it light because of what just the epic collapse.
Yeah,
but he shouldn't. Like I know he's going to be there for the next.
It's his first year, but the guys above him, they've been here, especially Shanahan. They've been You should not take that lightly.
He will be gone.
But we still got 2 more games.
Yeah, like there's still a chance here, but it's not trending in the right direction, and it's not a good look. We've seen this before. It's not. I don't like the way this is going. 2 shorthanded goals, Chad, in the last 2 games. 2 shorthanded games in consecutive games. What the fuck is that? So here you
scored so many power play goals. Now you're evening out.
How do you give up 2 shorties in back-to-back games in the playoffs? How do you even do that? How do you do that? Cost them both games. Them both games.
With having 5 forwards on the ice, that is sort of one of the defects.
Riley wouldn't have helped it either.
No, definitely. I'm not saying go away from the 5 forwards, but it's going to happen that you're going to give up 2-on-1s. My problem with it is watching the power play tonight. I saw so many times where they had lanes to just take it to the net. Like, why are you trying to get a backdoor pass when you're down 1-0 in an elimination game? Throw it on the net, have it go off someone's dick, for Christ's sake. I don't care. Just why are we trying for the pretty shit?
There's not many guys. This is going to be nothing new to you. There's not many guys on this team that like or enjoy or even want to go to the front of the net and be in the blue paint.
No.
23 is one, 91 is another one. They will do it, especially 23. Nyes, obviously, Tavares, the other guy I'm talking about. They will do it. You rarely see anyone else on this team fucking do it. You just rarely see it happen. Look, I'm just going to go back to, like, this is no secret. They're soft. They're a soft fucking team. It's not a secret. Like, they're a bunch of pussies. Let's just be honest about it. They're a bunch of pussies. Let's just be honest.
I wouldn't put the whole team in that category.
I'm talking about the main guys. The main guys.
Because they're like one of the biggest teams in the playoffs. Blocking.
I don't think. Yeah, McCabe, guys,
shots than anybody, laying more hits than any other team in the playoffs. Like they're right up there in those stats. But you're right.
We're stars. I should have said
guys, the stars don't want to get their nose dirty. They and they can break their stick on the bench like Matthews is doing. They can show that shit. But I mean,
great.
Do it. Like drive the net. Take a fucking high stick. You see McDavid do it 5-6 times a game. He just drives the net. He takes a fucking beating, but he does it. These guys, it's around the net. Skate around, look for the pass. Skate around, look for the pass. And meanwhile, 5 Ottawa Senators are collapsing in front of the net. Can't get anything through. Block shot. Puck gets out. There we go. I don't know.
It's crazy. The things you just said there, like, oh, it's so frustrating. It's also crazy. It's so crazy that like these guys, like I can't. I won't even be. I don't have the ability to put on the post game. I don't want to hear what they fucking have to say because I know that it will not be the truth. They are going to sugarcoat it and they'll be like, "Oh,
you don't think they'll say
no?"
They will say we got to be better.
Okay, do you think so? Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I think there might be a lot of Allmark talk and like something like that.
They'll say we have to be better, but they'll talk about. I know they'll talk about how because they did play a good first period. They'll lean so heavy on that. It'll be a lot of we played a really good first period. We outshot them 14-4. We played a really good first period.
Pat on the back, boys. Good for you. Good for you. Like they can, like all these guys seem to do is be able to sugarcoat it. Matthews, Nylander, Mitch, like even JT. Like, you know, if I hear one more fucking learning lessons, I'm throwing my TV out the fucking window.
Oh,
done.
Yeah.
Done. Absolutely done. Again. You can't be learning lessons after 10 years, dude. And JT's been in the league fucking longer than that. So like
you only go to high school for like 4 years, so you can't be learning lessons for 10 years.
There's no learning lessons anymore with these guys. And like clearly they haven't learned shit anyway. So like saying if they want to bring up the learning lessons, they haven't learned how to win. They haven't learned how to finish. They can't cut the fucking head off the snake when it fucking matters. And we're talking about Ottawa.
Did a part of you, because I'll be honest, a part of me tonight thought they were going to come out and destroy the Sens.
I thought for sure. Yes, there was a part of me that thought that.
I was like, they are going to come out. It's going to be like 5-1.
I thought
they're going to pump them, outshoot them, outplay them. And then as soon as the game started and I was like, they're playing like a regular season game, my jaw dropped. Even though it's been 10 years, I'm still surprised. Like, how do you not do it? How do you not just take it? How do you look at that lineup with like, yeah, they got Brady Tkachuk and Pinto and Gaudette, and like, it's not that great of a lineup.
No,
how do you look at that?
Stützle hasn't played well. Brady hasn't even fucking played well.
That's what I'm saying. And like their defense is pretty good, but it's not amazing. And Allmark, he's a good goalie. But you look at that lineup and you don't just fucking say, we're going to take it to them. Like you say, look at Florida Panthers. Like watch a Florida Tampa game and throw the Leafs in that series.
That's a serious team. They know how to win. They know what you need to do to win.
Oh, they're hitting everything. They're fucking in your face. Like Ottawa, it's not even a dirty series. This is kind of a boring playoff series.
It really is. And I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like Tampa's done. Florida's going to find Florida. They're up 3-1. Florida will not piss that away. And I believe if the Leafs squeak by here, great. If they don't, and it's whether it's the Sens or the Leafs, it doesn't matter. My aspirations of the Leafs going on a run will end in the second round if they play the Florida Panthers. That's it. There's no sorry to rain on the.
Are we going to get deja vu where the Leafs win a series in 6 games and then get beaten 5 by by Florida?
4 maybe, unless Stolarz stands on his head. Okay, let me go here.
I was going to say, should they start Wall?
Okay, that's what I was going to say. What do you do for game 6 here? What do you do?
Well, Stolarz has not looked good the last 2 games.
But I mean, he does have a history of like bouncing back. Like Berube, I did catch his presser before the game today. He didn't seem interested whatsoever in making a goaltender change.
He's an old school coach. He'll ride a guy till he dies.
So it's going to be Stolarz.
It's going to be Stolarz, but I mean, they have to talk about it. The coaches have to talk about it.
If they
all
lose
season, you went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I know Stolarz was the hot goalie coming into the playoffs, but let's face it, man.
Yeah.
Like that first goal, I know he was screened or whatever, but it's just a soft wrister. It's just a soft wrister. The goal in overtime, he was screened. I get it. Another soft wrister. The breakaway goal in game 4 that just squeaked through his path. In the first 5 minutes of tonight, one squeaked through and almost went in.
Yeah.
The short-handed goal, I don't know. Like, you'd have to have the discussion of maybe starting Joseph Woll, but I get it. He's going to go with Stolarz.
I think I'd have the discussion for sure. Like, I'm definitely not pinning it on Anthony Stolarz whatsoever. No. Like, why don't you pop a couple in the net, boys, and help the fucking dude out? But, like, I don't know. Like,
but you have like a 1A and 1B. It's not like you're putting – it's not like what's happening in Winnipeg where all your eggs are in Hellebuck's basket and he's blowing it again. Yeah. Like, you have 2 guys who can do it.
Yeah.
So it'd be something to think about, something to discuss.
Anyway, quickly before we go, so it's something for sure. Like lineup changes that you would like to see going into Thursday night. Game 6. I can't even believe we're talking about a game 6.
Well, I picked Leafs in 6. So I mean, this is just getting my bet on. It's so weird because of the way it happened, right? Like if they win 1 and 2, they lose game 3, and then they win game 4 and they're up 3-1, and then they lose tonight, we're probably feeling a little different.
Being up 3-0.
But being up 3-0 is just like all the other teams that are up 3-1 in the Eastern Conference, they all did it the 2-0, 2-1 kind of way.
Yep.
If they all lose their game 5, no one's going to be like, oh, okay. Well,
at least we're the only team up 3-0.
Exactly. And by doing it that way, it just adds fuel to the fire. Because now you've lost back-to-back elimination games. Yeah. Anyway.
So, what would you do lineup change wise for like?
I'd probably take. I would take. I would take Pacioretty out. I'd put Nick Robertson back in.
For Pacioretty, though, do you not think he's been more noticeable than McMahon?
It's been brutal. Pacioretty's been absolutely brutal.
Okay.
He had first game.
So is McMahon.
McMahon could come out too. Holmberg off the second line. You need a goal. You need a fucking goal, and Pacioretty's not going to get you a goal. Like, he looks like a step behind everybody.
Yeah, okay.
And Bobby McMahon, when's the last time Bobby McMahon scored?
Hasn't scored in 14 games.
Maybe you put Bobby McMahon on the second line and leave him there for 60 minutes. Maybe he can do something there. But you need offense. Your defense is fine. No matter who's in the lineup, you're holding Ottawa to like less than 25 shots. But you need a fucking goal. And it's not, and if your big boys aren't, if Matthews and Marner and Nylander aren't giving it to you, you're probably not going to get it from Lorentz or Lawton or whatever. Maybe put Robertson in. I don't know.
If Matthews, we can wrap it up here. If Matthews,
it should be those guys scoring.
If Matthews, Marner, Willie, like I think JT's been pretty decent. I think he's been pretty good. Like he's
been great this series.
But let's just be clear here. If 34, 16, 88 have another no-show on Thursday night. Guess what, guys? Game 7, Saturday night, 100%. Anyway, whatever. Any last word to you, brother?
Listen. Like one time, the last thing I want to say is I have a story. I have a quick story for you, and it's a funny story. We'll go off on a funny story.
Okay.
I'm not going to name names. But a girl I know, I don't know her well, but whatever. I have her on social media, and she's always posting pictures of like her beautiful family, and like those irritating people. It's like a white woman Instagram, like with the Bo Burnham song, but everything's so perfect, and her and her husband are so happy. Whatever. Well, anyway, I'm out driving the other day, and I drive by the Rub and Tug. And who do I see walking out the front door of the Rub and Tug? Her husband.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
I wanted to take a picture and be like, you should post this in the family photo.
Okay.
I thought that was funny. Have you ever seen anybody you know come out of them?
Other than myself, no.
It's just like, okay, so it's like in Peterborough, that's where we are. There's one in like an industrial area, right?
Yeah.
So I'm down there getting my tires changed, and it's like right across the road.
I'm sure that's why you were down.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I was taking a break in the afternoon and going in. No, but I'm dead serious. So I was across the road, and then I just saw him walk out, and I was like, oh.
So did you fill her in on this information?
No, I don't really know her that well. It's just someone you kind of know.
Whatever. Every now and then, hey, whatever.
It was just like middle of the day on like a Monday.
Love that. Best time. Best time. Best time to do it right there, brother.
Anyway, hopefully the Leafs get a happy ending on Thursday. So for the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast, don't forget to follow us on social media at the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to get on the podcast, if you want to rant about the disappointment that is Leafs in elimination games, film yourself in a video or do an audio and send it to the tipinpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll play it here on the podcast. Until next time, I'm Chad.
I'm Dale.
We will.
Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you Thursday night after the Sens force a Game 7. Catch you later. You're listening to the Tip In Maple Leafs podcast with your hosts, Chad and Dale.